Hello there everyone, thank you so much for tuning into this video. Today I'll show you 15 must-know Adobe Illustrator tools and features for logo designing. This will be a beginner's tutorial. If you're completely new to Illustrator, don't worry, I will explain everything. There are lots of information in this video, so please watch the full video. Okay, let's start from the most basic ones. You see, when you design a logo, you need to use different types of shapes. In Illustrator, you will find your rectangle tool, rounded rectangle tool, ellipse tool, and so on. Many designers use geometric shape because it gives a balanced and accurate output. Anyway, let's first select the rectangle tool. You just need to click and drag to make a rectangle. Also, if you click once, left mouse click, a box will show up. Here you can set the width and height manually. While creating a rectangle, if you hold Alt option, don't let go the mouse left click, you can create it from the center. And if you hold Shift, then you can maintain the proportion. And if you hold both Alt option and Shift, you can create it from the center, and also at the same time, you can maintain the proportion. The cool thing is, these keyboard shortcuts are applicable for all of these tools. Okay, now I'm gonna select the ellipse tool. It works exactly the same way as the rectangle tool. One more thing, if you hold a spacebar while creating a shape, then you can move it around. If you want to know more details about the ellipse tool, you can watch this video. Polygon and raster tool kinda works in the same way. If I click and drag, don't let the mouse button go. Now we can change the number of points by pressing the up or down arrow keys from the keyboard. And if you hold Ctrl or Command and drag, then you can change the radius. Okay, I need to show you these two tools. Selection tool and the direct selection tool. With the selection tool, you can round the corners. If you want to round just one corner, then select the direct selection tool and only select one corner, and then you can round it. You need to remember, with the direct selection tool, you can select individual points, and this is applicable for Photoshop as well. You can also see the corner option at the top here. One more interesting thing while working with circles is that if you select the selection tool, you can click this point and change its shape. I have one video about it, you can check that one out. Okay, we saw how to create different shapes, and now we need to know how to combine them to create a logo. For this, we'll be using the Shape Builder tool. This is a very powerful tool in Illustrator. To show you how this tool works, we'll create the Twitter logo from circles. This might not be the perfect Twitter logo, I'm just showing you how to use the Shape Builder tool. First, select the Shape Builder tool. Keyboard shortcut is Shift+M. To make it work, first you need to select the shapes that you want to work with. With the Shape Builder tool, you can add or subtract shapes. If you hold Alt option, you see the plus sign turns into minus. That means now if I click and drag, it will remove the selected shapes. I want to remove these areas, so I need to hold Alt option and click and drag, just like this. Now I want to add these areas, so I just need to click and drag. No need to hold any keys. See, now we have the Twitter logo. There's a similar tool in Illustrator which is called Pathfinder tool. To show you how that works, let me draw some shapes here. I'll change the color so that it can be easily distinguishable. Now go to Windows and select Pathfinder. Like Shape Builder tool, you can add, subtract, and do some other things. But Shape Builder tool gives you more control. Another very important tool in Illustrator is the Type tool. As the name suggests, you can type with it. After writing something, you can change the font from up here, or you can go to Windows and select Properties. You will find the same options here. Or you can go to Windows, Type, and Character. You will find all these options here as well. From here, you can change the font size, change the tracking, and you can find lots of other options. Another type tool I want to talk about is the Type on a Path tool. Let me show you how this works. First, we need to create a path. You see a lot of logos where the text is in a circle. To do that, we need to create a circle first. You can switch between fill color and stroke from here, or you can press Shift and X. We don't need any stroke to write on a path, but it will help us to see that there is something. Now select Type on a path and just click in the path and type. Now if you select the direct selection tool, you see some handles here. With this, you can move the position of the text, or you can put it inside or outside of the path. There is one more interesting type tool out there, that is the Touch Type tool. With this tool, you can individually select each character. You can change the size, rotate it, move it, or adjust the kerning. Next, we'll talk about the Swatches panel. Let me create some shapes to explain it to you. By the way, with the selection tool activated, if you hold Alt option and drag a shape, you can duplicate it. To open the Swatches panel, you need to go to Window and select Swatches. I already placed it in the right side. You can place important tools for quick access, so you don't need to go to Window and select that tool again and again. To change the color of a shape, you just need to select that shape first and then pick the color you want. If you double click a color, you will see a window will pop up. In this window, if you change the global option, then you can change that particular color globally. Let me show you what I mean. Let's copy these shapes a few times and pick the same color for all of them. Now again double click in that blue color. Now if I move these sliders, all of the shapes containing that color will change. This is very useful when you have large number of shapes with same color. Then there is eyedropper tool. It can copy color from other shapes. Suppose I want to change the red to blue. So first select the red box and then select the eyedropper tool. Now just click in the blue color. By default, eyedropper tool copies both fill and stroke. One more color related feature I want to show you. At the top you can find the recolor artwork option. Let's quickly change the color so that we can clearly see what's happening. Now open recolor artwork. There are lots of things going on here, but I want to show you just this. Click edit and then link the colors. Now see, we can change all the colors so easily. And of course, if you unlink it, you can change the color individually. Next, the pen tool. Pen tool is one of the most important tools, not just in Illustrator, it is very useful in other Adobe programs. The cool thing is pen tool works exactly the same way in all Adobe programs. So if you learn how to use the pen tool in one program, you can use it in other programs as well. Okay, now select the pen tool. You just need to click to make points and this will eventually create paths and shapes. If you click and drag, then you can create curved lines. If you hold Alt option, then you can adjust the handles. If you hold Alt option and click a point, then you can again make sharp corners. And if you hold Shift, then you can draw straight lines. Once you close a path, then you can change the fill color or the stroke. There's a similar tool like the pen tool. It's called the curvature tool. It's kinda work the same way the pen tool does, but instead of making straight lines, it makes curved lines. As a bonus, I want to show you one more feature in this video. While working in Illustrator, make sure you turn on the smart guides. Trust me, it will make your life so much easier. Let me quickly show you what it does. Suppose you have two rectangles and you want to place them exactly in the same line. Now when you move one shape, you see a pink line. It will guide you whether it is in the center or not. It will help you to snap one shape to another or show you equal distance and so many things. So most of the time you wanna turn it on. Okay, so that's all for today. I know there are too much information for one video, but I wanted to show you some basic and essential tools and features for creating logo. I hope this video will help you to create logos or for any kind of work in Illustrator. Please like, share and subscribe my channel and don't forget to ring the bell to stay notified for new tutorials. Thank you so much for watching this video.